our national anthem, and things move along right away. It's the girls' 100-yard freestyle. WPIAL record set in 2003 by Leah Smith from Oakland Catholic. Heat 1 of 4. Lane 1, Rachel Roscoe, a junior from Laurel Highlands. Lane 2, Emma Winchell, a senior from Penn Trafford. Lane 3, Maddie Suter, a sophomore from Upper St. Clair. Lane 4, Rachel Sich, a junior from Penn Trafford. Jacqueline Lenhart, a junior from Pine Richland in lane 5. Devin Milley, a sophomore from Peters Township in lane 6. And Savannah Plaskin, a junior from Gateway High School in lane 7. Heat 1 of 4, it's up and back. 100. Start, and we are ready to go. 7 contenders in Heat 1 of 4. Usually the champion comes from Heat 4. They are in the water. Looks like it's tight all the way to the end. We're right at the very end of the first lap, and it looks like in lane 4, it's Rachel Sish leading. Girls 100. Here, 10 in the morning at Joseph C. Trees Pool. Mike Azadian, Brandon Showers, glad you could join us. Steve Nager and Sean Myers did the yeoman's work of the first day. It is up and back twice. They are through 50, and Rachel Roscoe of Laurel Highlands leads. And let's see if she can hold on to that. Going to the last 25 yards, 25 meters actually. And we'll give you the winner. Roscoe looked like she was leading, and I think Roscoe, it's going to be Rachel Sisk. Okay, they do it differently than last year. So Sish has won the first heat. Maddie Suter second. Rachel Roscoe third. Fourth was Savannah Plaskin as we get ready for Heat 2, Brandon.
In lane 1 is going to be Gabby Lobovic of Plum, Hannah Fernandez of Seneca Valley. In lane 2, Maggie Baker of Mount Lebanon. In lane 3, Megan Christie of North Allegheny. In 4, Amy Verardi of North Allegheny. In lane 5, Maggie Smith of Oakland Catholic. In lane 6, Shannon Collardi of Franklin Regional. In lane 7, and Morgan Stormer of Hampton in lane 8. Just about ready to take the blocks. Best qualifying time coming into this heat is Megan Christie of North Allegheny, 55 seconds flat. Swimmers are into the pool, starting their first 25 yards. That's just right in front of us here. The judge making sure everyone touches and does a solid flip turn. Everyone does, and first one to touch is Megan Christie of North Allegheny. In the bright green swimsuit with the North Allegheny swimmer's cap. She touches her 50 first as well down on the far end. Actually, I think that was 5. Actually, Amy Verardi, her teammate of North Allegheny. Verardi again touches first, so she's going to go into the last 25 with the lead, about a half a body length's lead over top of Christie, so it'll be close. And Verardi touched up first at 53.21, followed by Christie at 53.70, and Verardi was the one in the green, not Christie, my apologies.
Heat 3 of 4. Lane 1 is Riley Jackson of Greater Latrobe, a junior. Lane 2, a sophomore from Upper St. Clair, Neil Manuth. Lane 3, a senior from West Allegheny, Nicole Kadlisic. Lane 4, from Hempfield, a sophomore, Zoe Wilson. Freshmen, the next 3, it'll be Jennifer DeVito from Moon in lane 5. Lane 6, Maddie Becker, a freshman from Bethel Park. Penn Trafford freshman, Karina Pazik in lane 7, and in lane 8 from Peters Township, Olivia Ioka. Getting ready for Heat 3 of 4. We will crown a winner in the next heat, unless somebody in this heat is that outstanding. The qualifying time, the best one in this heat, it's tied for Wilson and DeVito at 54.30. Best qualifying time is 50.62 for Lauren McGrath. She swims in the next heat. They get ready to go, heat 3. 8 lanes. It's quiet for the start. And they're in. The crowd behind us today, a little bit of a different vantage point for us here at MSA Sports. We're used to being up top, but now with video, we get closer as we get the first 25. And boy, touching first, tough to tell. It looked like lane 4 and Zoe Wilson, but Riley Jackson in lane 1 from Greater Latrobe was there as well. The first 25 is so close. We will have a leader halfway through the 50-yard total. It is in lane 1. It is Riley Jackson first. Jennifer DeVito is second. Nicole Kedlesic third. They're approaching the 75-yard mark, and it looks like Riley Jackson still has the lead. She does. Riley Jackson from Greater Latrobe is leading. Can she hold on? Zoe Wilson is charging. It's going to be close. The 100-yard free, the third heat, is won by, it is Riley Jackson first at 52.87. Second, it is Zoe Wilson at 53.67. And third is Jennifer DeVito, a freshman from Moon, 53.94. Brandon, you've got the final of the girls 100 free.
Heat 4 in lane 1 is Mary Flavin from North Allegheny, a sophomore. Josie Philo, a junior from Fox Chapel. Trinity Ward, a sophomore from Mount Lebanon. Lauren McGrath, a senior from North Allegheny. Olivia Livingston, a freshman from Gateway. Catherine Nicholson, a senior from Mount Lebanon. Sophia Donati, a sophomore from Mount Lebanon. Sophia Gagazis, a junior from Seneca Valley in lane 8. Best qualifying time was McGrath at a 50.62. So that is the best qualifying time overall. So she is probably the favorite to win in this. And so much of swimming, just like wrestling, is how many swimmers do you put in the event to get points?
Another thing is, too, don't forget the qualifying time at 50.62 for McGrath is just 4/100ths of a second off the WPIAL record. So look for a record maybe to be set here.
Be an early record, too. Swimmers are into the pool, coming into the first 25. And it looks like it's going to be McGrath is going to touch first. No, Livingston, sorry, in lane 5. Livingston out to about a half a body length's lead coming into her 50. She is going to touch first at 23.87, and second is Ward, followed by McGrath.
She's on record time.
She is on record time, but she's losing a little bit of pace. She's actually lost a little bit of that lead. Still in the lead, but she's lost a little bit of the lead. Livingston in a lead coming down to her last half a lap. Let's see what she can do here, if she can pull it through. Livingston still in the lead, coming down to it now, 49.53. That is a WPIAL record. Breaks the 2013 record of Leah Smith by about almost a full second.
Oh yeah, 49.53, almost a full second. That is 0.95 away from the record. It is below the record. So a new WPIAL record. Lee Smith held it for 4 years, and now it is Olivia Livingstone, a freshman from Gateway, the winner, the new WPIAL champion, a new record.
That's one of the earliest records I've seen broken.
It's good stuff.
Since I've been covering the swimming championships. Earliest in the day record. So now we'll flip the page and go to the men's 100 freestyle. There will be 6 heats of that. So in heat 1, there'll be 3 swimmers. It'll be Mian Lobser of Woodland Hills, Liam Solk of Cannon McMillan, and Michael Holmes of Gateway, a junior, sophomore, and junior respectively, lanes 3, 4, and 5. WPIAL record set by North Allegheny's Mason Gonzalez last year at a 44.82. Swimmers are into the pool. First touch is going to be Lobster from Woodland Hills in the first 25. Excuse me. Michael Holmes has made up a lot of time coming into the last 50 from Gateway, the junior. He will touch second, Lobster first. Only about 0.2 of a second between the two of them. And it looks like Salk's not getting time now. He might have been DQ'd halfway through. Lobster touches his 75 first. Holmes, though, is in the lead coming out of the end, and he will touch. No, Salk touches first at 50.05, although he didn't have a split time.
Yeah,
so
for some reason they didn't.
They didn't post a split time for him.
Last year, remember, Mason Gonzalez set this record, as Brandon said, in the 100 free, and we'll see if anybody can come close. The seeded times in, no one's even close. In Heat 2 of the 6, in Lane 2, Dan Werlo, a senior from Hempfield. In Lane 3 is Caleb Hansen, a junior from Kiski area. Lane 4, Drew Scheib, a freshman from Hampton. Lane 5, Noah Gasparo, a senior from Penn Trafford. Lane 6 is Nate Rowe, a sophomore from Fox Chapel. And Lane 7 is Joey Kalick, a senior from Kiski. 6 swimmers in Heat 2 of 6. They're in the water. And they are approaching the first 25. And the first to touch looks like lane number 2. It looks like Dan Werlo with the early lead. We'll know more after halfway through as they approach the 50-yard mark. And in first, it is Dan Werlo at 23.60. In second is Joey Kalick. It's lane 2 and 7. And then in lane 4 is Drew Scheib, is third. As they approach 75, it still looks like 1 and 7 or 2 and 7. Werlo and Kalick are fighting for it here in Heat 2. Dan Werlo has led throughout, the senior from Hempfield. Can he hold on here in second heat as they touch after 100? It is Dan Werlo, 49.65 in lane 2, your winner. Joey Kalick in lane 7, second, and in third is Caleb Hansen, Heat 2 of 6. Brandon?
Heat 3 of 6 is Jake Lee in lane 1 of Seneca Valley, a junior. Ethan Miller, a senior, Franklin Regional. Adam Toth, a junior from Hempfield. Alex Stager, a junior from Pine Richland. Ethan Yant, a junior from Franklin Regional. Luke Babick, a sophomore from Penn Trafford. David Fraun, a junior from Upper St. Clair. And Jack Lindquist, a junior from Hampton. So short of Ethan Miller, an underclassman Heat on this setup here on lanes 1 through 8, and a full setup as well. Swimmers are on the blocks. And into the pool. First 25 is done, and in lane 3, Adam Toth from Hempfield with a lead, a small lead. Everyone in the middle of the pool is very, very tight, very close together. First one to touch at the 50 mark is Alex Steiger from Pine Richland at 23.24 in lane 4. Coming into the 75, it's Steiger and Toth very close together, and Steiger touches first, followed by Toth very closely, and now Steiger's pulling away a little bit at this point, coming into the final 75, last 10 meters, and he's going to touch first at 49.54, or 48.54, excuse me. So it's Steiger, Toth, and Babick over to Heat 4 for you, Mike Azadian.
There we go, sir. Gary M. McMurtry, a senior from West Allegheny in lane 1. Jake Rose, a senior from Peters Township in lane 2. Alex Herval, a senior from Hempfield in lane 3. In lane 4, Zachary Janako, a senior from Gateway. So 4 seniors right away. Then in lane 5, Jacob M. Yant, a junior from Penn Trafford. In lane 6 is Joseph Deemer, a senior from Butler. In lane 7 is Stephen Sell, a senior from Bethel Park. In lane 8 is Ben Diffendahl, a junior from Upper St. Clair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors, 2 juniors. Pretty much all upperclassmen here in Heat 4 of 6 as they get ready to go. Quiet for the start. And they have officials all there watching the start, making sure that nobody takes off early. They also have officials on the board in the middle, making sure but nobody switches lanes or interrupts another swimmer, and also there are officials everywhere along here, and boy, it's tight. There's so many people, hard to tell who leads. I think maybe Jake Rose in lane 2, the first 25, but there were 6 swimmers all within half a second of each other, and after 50, it is Jake Rose. Pretty good guess, Mike. Alex Herval is second, and Ben Diffendahl third as they approach 75. It does look like Rose with a lead. Rose will lead after 75. Jake Rose, a senior from Peters Township in Heat 4, is leading. Also lead 8 is Diffendahl from Upper St. Clair. 7, lane 7, Stephen Sell. Let's see who it is in the boys 100 free. Heat 4, it is Jake Rose. He led throughout. He's first. Stephen Sell second from Bethel Park. And in third, Joseph Deemer from Butler. Heat 5, Brandon.
Lane 1 is Turner Gill, a senior from Canada McMillan. Eric Stabb, a senior from North Allegheny. Jake Kusick, a junior from Mount Lebanon. Mike Kem, a senior from Peters Township. Andrew P. Mahoney, a junior from North Hills. Amethan Bohan, a senior from Upper St. Clair. Cole Steinbeiser, a senior from Hempfield. And Mitch Golias, a senior from Peters Township. Again, a full pole, lanes 1 through 8, full in this heat as well. This is where all the heats get real tight coming through the first 25, and it's real hard to pick up who gets the first 25 as a win. All swimmers are into the pool coming down their first 25. And it looks like in lane 1, Turner Gill touches first on the first 25 from Canada McMillan. Lane 7, Cole Steinbeiser is very close as well. First 50 is touched by Gill, followed by Mike Kem. Coming into the 75 mark, it is going to be lane 1 as well, and Gill, who touches first. Going down to the last half of a lap here. Just waiting to see who does finalize touching first. And it looks like it is Mike Kem, who comes up at 47.30, followed by Jack Kusick at 47.57. Heat 6 of 6. Back over to Mike Azadian.
In lane 1, Michael J. Bushnell, a junior from Pittsburgh Central Catholic. In lane 2, Justin M. Dechek, a sophomore from Plum. Lane 3 sees Jack L. Rice, a senior from Mount Lebanon. Last year's champion, defending champion and WPIAL record holder, Mason Gonzalez. In lane 4, a junior from North Allegheny. Also from North Allegheny, a sophomore. In lane 5, Jack Wright. Kimani Gregory in lane 6, a sophomore from Penn Hills. Brandon Novak, a junior from Upper St. Clair in lane 7. And Joel Songer, a sophomore from North Allegheny. 4 sophomores, 2 juniors, and a senior, a lot of underclassmen. Mason Gonzalez won as a sophomore last year, set the record. His time coming in is 45.56, which is just a tick above his record from last year. Let's see if he could do it. Mason Gonzalez in lane 4, quiet for the start. And here we go. They're in the water. Underneath, and they come out, and it does look like Gonzalez has a slight lead. And approaching the first 25, it's Gonzalez in lane 4. In lane 6, Kimani Gregory. Look like 1 and 2. We'll know more when they hit 50. Gonzalez having a good swim. He definitely has a lead. In lane 4, it is Mason Gonzalez at 21.51. He's on record pace again. Kimani Gregory is second. Jack Wright is third. Mason Gonzalez trying to set a WPIAL record again. He's got a big lead after 75. Mason Gonzalez, a junior from North Allegheny. Can he set a record 2 years in a row? He's going to win easy. Can he set a record? Mason Gonzalez, your winner at 44.17. He does it again. Ew, he sets another WPIAL record. Mason Gonzalez is your champion in boys 100. Impressive, Brandon, to set a record 2 years in a row.
And a lot of times that's so hard. After you get out to that huge lead, you start looking over your shoulder and you're like, okay, I can kind of trail it off a little bit and not worry as much. And he certainly, not like he did worry, but boy, he just kept the pedal to the metal and just kept it down and kept it low. And we've seen 2 records go down and 2 records go down quick.
And we have the girls 500-yard freestyle coming up next. And we'll do it me, you. We'll do that. And it'll be in lane heat 1 of 4. And this is going to be a little different now. It takes a little while to get through these. The boys and girls both have 4 heats. And the girls backstroke after that. Usually after the free, they pass out some medal. They pass out some awards, and we'll take commercials at the same time. But in lane 2 is Taylor Schofel, a freshman from Seneca Valley. In lane 3, the girls 500, is Michaela Hinkson, a freshman from North Allegheny. Lane 4, Bridget Newcamp, a sophomore from Oakland Catholic, is in lane 4. In lane 5 is Hannah Lind, a junior from Chartiers Valley. In lane 6 is Julia Snodgrass, a senior from West Allegheny. And Peyton M. Herman, a freshman from Moon, in lane 7. So 3 freshmen, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior in heat 1 of 4, girls 500-yard freestyle.
We saw those races there a little bit ago. They were what you could consider a sprint. These are considered marathons. These are the long races, the cross-country races, if you will, that you have to be well conditioned and have your wits about you and have the ability to realize it's not about getting out and getting out fast. It's more about taking your time and keeping your body control underneath you and keeping your ability and your time and your stamina going, as opposed to just going fast and hard right away.
As we want to remind everybody that the WPIAL Boys and Girls Swimming Championships are brought to you by Sandcastle. We're pleased to be able to bring you live video coverage of this year's swimming finals, and it's because of our devoted sponsors that we are able to do so. We'd like to thank our entire family of local supporters, including Sandcastle, of course, who is our gold sponsor for this year's swimming events, as well as our annual sponsors. We want to thank Carlow University, First Commonwealth Bank, UPMC Sports Medicine, and Progress, as well as our corporate team at Management Science Associates. Thank you, everybody, for watching and making day 1 a rousing success as far as the video. We've been doing this for quite a few years, and it's our first year for video. And early on, Peyton Herman in lane 7 leads, and this is the longer portion of the event. And you're right, Brandon, it takes a little bit. It's more discipline. If you go out too fast, then you wear yourself out. If you go out too slow, you don't have enough left to make a charge at the end. I mean, the distance runners in any sport, track is the same way, cross country is the same way. It's something you have to train for. It's not a speed event. You have to have a lot of stamina, and it takes an athlete mentally to be there in this kind of event. And we'll get to you in 1 second as we are approaching the start of lap 3. It's up and back, up and back, up and back. That's what they do, and it is 10 times up and back, I believe, counting 20 laps. And it is Hannah Lind now leading, with Peyton Herman second and Bridget Newcamp third.
Especially when you're doing it individually. When you're doing this individually, it's even harder because you don't have someone to tag in and let someone else swim for you.
Girls 500-yard freestyle. And in front of us, they are getting swimmers ready with a roller. It's interesting. I guess that's getting the muscles loose. Watching the Peters, is that Peters Township kids?
It is.
It's like an interesting roller that they're rolling the muscles. Love to get that. Find out about that as they are now through 6 laps, and the slow pace continues. Actually, they are in starting the 6th and ending the 6th right now, and in lane 4, looks like Bridget Newcamp still holds the lead from Oakland Catholic. It is it is lane 5, Hannah Lind first, Julie Snodgrass second, Peyton Herman third, Newcamp is 4th, Schofel is 5th, Hinkson is 6th. Heat 1 of 4 girls 500-yard freestyle. glad you can join us at Joseph Street Trees Pool. It's getting warmer in here, Brandon, as the day goes along.
Yeah, I still think it's much more comfortable where we're sitting now than where we've sat in previous years. Agree?
Yeah.
I think it's much warmer.
Not as many people in here, number one. As all around us, the girls and the guys getting ready for all the events.
I think we're not seeing the amount of people because I think they're still sitting behind us. I think they're all sitting behind us still.
A lot of people behind us, a lot of people up on the balcony as well here. Girls, 500-yard freestyle. They are just ending the 15th touch. And that would put them in the 8th lap. And still in first place in lane 5 is Hannah Lind. Lind from Chartiers Valley first. In lane 6 is Julie Snodgrass. She's second. Peyton Herman is third. Bridget Newcamp fourth. Taylor Schoeffel is fifth. Girls 500-yard freestyle. Nearing the end of heat 1. A couple more touches to go. And that is letting them know they're in the bell lap. One more time up and back. Lynn still leads. She has a big lead. And into the second heat, Brandon will read some results for you. But it is Lynn first, Snodgrass second, Schoeffel third, Herman fourth, Newcamp fourth, as they approach the final touch. And it should be Hannah Lind from Chartiers Valley winning heat number 1. And she touches. And it is Hannah Lind at 5:18.13 in lane 5. She finishes first, well ahead of lane number 2 is Taylor Schoeffel at 5:29.15. And Bridget Newcamp is third at 5:29.50.
Lind able to best her qualifying time by about 11 seconds, so good race for Lind there. Heat 2 of 4, lane 1 will be Marley Howe, a junior of Mount Lebanon. Lane 2, Julia Listwack, a freshman of Seneca Valley. Laura D'Annunzio, a sophomore of Franklin Regional. Megan Wees, a senior from Fox Chapel. Elizabeth Vollmer, a sophomore from West Allegheny. Marilyn Root, a sophomore from North Allegheny. Marjorie Myers, a junior from Franklin Regional. And Sarah Stevens, a sophomore from Seneca Valley. WPIAL record, 4:39 from Leah Smith, set in 2013. She also set the PIAA record that year at 4:36 from Oakland Catholic. Swimmers are into the pool. As Mike Azadian said earlier, we have few results in here after the 100-yard freestyle. So we'll go over those here. Olivia Livingston, the new WPIAL record, 49.53 from Gateway, a freshman. Trinity Ward from Mount Lebanon, 50.46. So really, Leah Smith's record was broken by 2 people there, because her record came in at 50.48. So it was broken both by Ward and Livingston. Livingston the better of the 2 times. Lauren McGrath from North Allegheny, 50.68. Catherine Nicholson from Mount Lebanon, 51.6.
And you know, Brandon, what's interesting from this vantage point versus our vantage point up top, when we were up top, we're probably a good 15, 20 feet, between 15 and 20 feet up on the balcony looking over. And you can see the lanes and you can see the swimmers. But when we're down here next to the action, you can actually see the competitors as they're walking around. You can see the preparation. You can see what different people do. Some swimmers are in 3 events. Some are in only 1 event. You see groups of kids sitting on their phones, talking. It's usually the teams stay together, you'll see some kids with the nervous energy walking around, moving around, pacing around. It's interesting to see the different ways that the kids prepare.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that, because when you're up top.
Wait a minute, you agree with me on something?
That's rare.
Whoa. Because most of the broadcasters at MSA know that, you're Mr. Connor. You see the other side.
Jody, do you know CPR? Because he might pass out for agreeing with him. So.
But, go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
But, yeah, it is an interesting dynamic just seeing the differences. Because, you look, I've watched just because of the green, and it's easy to pick out the bright green of South Fayette right in front of us.
Or the
here.
purple of Plum.
Yeah. But it's easy to pick out the bright green of South Fayette. They've all sat in the same circle and really kind of consoled each other and hung out with each other and just sat around each other. And then you look to the left and you see Cannon McMillan all together with their blue and gold.
Uh-huh.
And, you look and you see the black and gold in North Allegheny,
which is everywhere.
Yeah,
there's a reason why they're the top swimming school, and they got a lot of qualifiers because they have a great program.
Well, yeah, and like I was saying earlier, a lot of the team points have to do with the amount of qualifiers you have and things like that. Marley Howe comes in first at the 2/3 point of the race at this point right now. But I was saying earlier, you see a lot of the same schools in wrestling do well because they qualify a lot of kids for a lot of different weight classes, a lot of different events. North Allegheny does the exact same thing. They put a lot of kids in a lot of different events so that even if they're not winning an event, they're getting points. You look up and down here, even 1 point gets you a difference between
exactly
the team standings. And you look at the women, North Allegheny team points 216, Mount Lebanon 195. I know that sounds like a huge differential, but you get 1 or 2 extra events out of your team.
And if you have somebody 1 or 2, let's say if you have 1 person in each heat, you're going to get points in each heat. If you've got 2 people in a heat, you're going to pile points up, and that's why North Allegheny usually wins. And other schools have just got to try to attain and try to get to that and master that. Because we are still in the girls 500-yard freestyle.
Marley Howe in lane 1 about ready to touch up on her bell lap. Touches at her bell lap at the time of 4:45.41 in lane 1 from Mount Lebanon. So she has 2. This is her last flip turn coming up right here. Second place in lane 4 is Megan Wees from Fox Chapel. So Howe will touch first, Wees will touch second, D'Annunzio from Franklin Regional will touch third. Well, she might not touch third. Myers might touch third. No, Myers touches, or Root touches fourth. Sorry, Root from North Allegheny. Myers actually sixth. I was miscounting the lanes. I'm sorry about that. So we're over to the third heat and Mike Azadian.
In lane 1 is Kara L. Miller, a senior from Franklin Regional. In lane 2, Emily Smith, a junior from Hempfield. Lane 3 is Devin Scott Davis, a sophomore from Mount Lebanon. In lane 4 is Yanira Bohan, a sophomore from Upper St. Clair. Kelsey Love, a sophomore from Bethel Park, is in lane 5. Stephanie Sipple, a junior from Penn Hills, in lane 6. Annika F. Urban in lane 7, a sophomore from Fox Chapel. And Abby Green, a freshman from Mount Lebanon, in lane 8. Another thing before this gets going is the shirts. Knock, knock, knocking on Taper's door. I'm not sure what that means, but it's got to be, they always have sayings. A lot of different shirts with sayings. You see that in basketball too, or it's team unity type stuff, and they do that here for swimming, the swimming community as well, as they're quiet for the start and they're in the water. Here in the girls 500-yard freestyle, heat 3 of 4. Stay with us if you go and finish your breakfast, if you go and finish your morning coffee, or if you're at the office and you're just in between work. We're here at the WPIAL 2017 Swimming Championships, day 2 of 2. We will crown either defending champions in North Allegheny, or we will have new champions. But let's quickly, as we are in the girls 500-yard freestyle heat 3 of 4, the standings after day 1, it was North Allegheny girls 221, Mount Lebanon 175, Upper St. Clair 131, Franklin Regional 89, Penn Trafford 71. After one girls event, Brandon, you have that?
North Allegheny 216, Mount Lebanon 195, Upper St. Clair 97, Franklin Regional 63. After one boys event, it was North Allegheny 232, Hempfield 122, Peters Township 119, Upper St. Clair 110.
So both have still. That's a scoring summary, scoring recap sponsored by Sandcastle. Sandcastle's hiring for summer jobs. Visit sandcastlewaterpark.com for more details. Boy, they've got a lot of fun stuff at Sandcastle. You can make friends that last for a lifetime, flexible schedules, free admission for Sandcastle and other, like Kennywood and other amusement parks, discount tickets for you and your family, food merchandise discounts, team member parties, tournaments, recognition programs. They've got lifeguard availabilities, food and beverage, maintenance, retail cashiers, guest services, parking attendants. And again, apply today, www.sandcastle.waterpark.com. Glad to have them on as a new sponsor.
Getting paid to get a tan.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. And we're hoping some of the boys and girls listening today get to be lifeguards or such. Here in the girls 500, it is leading in lane 6, Stephanie Sipple from Penn Hills, and it's about a little past the 1/3 mark, and can't see the lane marker as they are telling them what lane they're touching, and I just couldn't see it, Brandon. I think they're about 7 or 8. So 130. Another thing about the swimmers is the hair colors. You notice the dyes, the blues, the mohawk cuts, the oranges. A lot of teams will support coaches and do this, and a lot of them will go bald. And so the team aspect of this is really, a lot of people think team sports in football, basketball, baseball, hockey, but swimmers
take it to a new level.
Team mentality.
Swimmers take the team aspect to a new level.
And still leading is Stephanie Sipple. She is way out front. I'd say by 5 seconds over. Lane 3 is Devin Davis Scott. Lane 2, Emily Smith is 3rd. Inera Bohan is 4th. A little past almost the 2/3 mark now. In lane 8 is Abby Green. Lane 7 is Annika Urban. Heat 3 of 4. We will have a champion in the next heat. The girls, Leah Smith from Oakland Catholic, set in 2013. There was just a good article about her in the paper recently. And she said it at 4:39.78. I got to tell you, that's going to be tough to beat. That's a record that may stand for quite a while. Lowest seed coming into today for the girls was 5:06.49 by Abby Matheny of Upper St. Clair, and that is about 27 seconds off a WPIAL record. And just think about that. 27 seconds is a lot of time to make up. And this is a disciplined event, too. Stephanie Sipple still leads at 4:04.71. And a pretty good split of 32-28. Sipple first. Davis Scott second. Smith third. Bohan fourth. Love fifth. Miller sixth. Urban seventh. Green eighth.
I'm getting the knocking on Taper's door. It's North Hills.
Okay.
On the front of the shirt, they have a Guns N' Roses emblem. I don't know who, I'm assuming Taper's one of their coaches. So they're going on knocking on heaven's door.
I got it.
So I'm liking it. I'm liking the shirt.
You're a pretty bright guy.
I'm going with it.
And the bell lap. And it still looks like Smith first. Let's check that. I'm not positive who's first. We'll find out the winner here in Heat 3. It is Stephanie Sipple. She holds on at 5:08.51. She'll win Heat 3. Davis Scott second, Smith third, Bohan fourth. A couple swimmers still in the water. Fifth is Kelsey Love, sixth is Kara Miller, seventh is Annika Urban, and seventh is Abby Green. We go to Heat 8. Heat 8. I'm doubling things. 4 of 4. Heat 4, and Brandon, you've got the call on the final of the girls' 500-yard freestyle.
Mitch, I'm not suggesting that the record's going to fall, but that was a 12-second differential right there.
Yeah, sometimes they're better at the
This pull goes faster than what most pulls go. So it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening here. Heat 4 of 4, Maya Pauley, a senior from Fox Chapel. Kateri Christinas, a senior from Oakland Catholic. Abby Hay, a sophomore from Peters Township. Abby Matheny, a junior from Upper St. Clair. Olivia Schaefer, a junior from Upper St. Clair. Christine Mim, a junior from North Allegheny. Lexi Kostalinik, a senior from Laurel Highlands. And Mary Smith, a senior from North Hills in lane 8. Swimmers are up on the blocks. Everybody into the pool and everyone into the pool clean. Now in a discipline like this, if you can shave, 10, 15 seconds off your qualifying time, that's nice. Yeah.
But to win a WPIAL championship, but to set a WPIAL record, they're going to have to save 27, and that's going to be tough. I don't know if anybody can do that. I'm not saying they're not capable, but Lee Smith was a special athlete from Oakland Catholic.
Well, I mean, we've said it already. How many times have we said her name for holding WPIAL records? Both girls' events so far today.
Exactly.
We said that she held a WPIAL
She did,
record.
and finally, after, we saw that a freshman, Olivia Livingston, beat her record in the girls' 100 already. So one record set out of 2 events so far, boys and girls combined. And, it's tough to get kids into an event like this because everybody wants the speed races. Everybody wants to be on the relays. But, we've seen some tremendous athletes over the years. Lindsey Vrooman was one in double A, in the 500. And if you can be good in that and you can train and you've got the discipline to train, Brandon, you can be a star in these events.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. Both Vrooman and Smith raced a relay as well.
I believe so.
They both raced.
They were such great athletes. They were able to recover in time.
So I mean, if you can race this and then recover in enough time to race, if you can race this, chances are you have the lung capacity to recover in time to race a relay as well. Coming into about the 1/3 mark here now. Abby Hay at a 1:54. It's going to be near impossible at this point.
It's going to be really tough unless she speeds up somehow.
Yeah.
Unless
she's holding it back.
WPIAL record's pretty much out of pace right now. They'd have to be in a better pace.
Right.
But she's on pace right now. She's the leader. She didn't come in.
She got a body length.
She came in with a 5:08.57. She was the 3rd seed coming in of the 8 girls who had the top scores. So she's in first now at 2:24.23. Matheny in second, Schaefer in third.
I mean, as a sophomore too, so she might a couple years from now be able to get to Leah Smith, or who knows where she goes from there. And again, having trouble seeing the lap marker from here, so
I'd say we're about halfway, almost halfway.
2:54. She's running
past halfway.
She's running 30-second splits.
Yeah, if you're going 5:06 to a seed time, they're probably they just finished 13, so they're almost 2/3 done.
And you know what else is interesting here? You watch them with the lap number. Each team has a different scenario of how they put the lap number down. Some of them are real fast, real hard. Some just take their time and just put it under the water and show it.
Getting ready for the 15th touch here, but 2/3 through.
See what Hay comes in at, because she's still in the lead. She's extending that lead now. So she is pulling hard at this point.
A sophomore, the youngest swimmer in this heat, and right now it's hers to win. It's hers to lose. She is
3:54.91, and
she's 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds, 4.05 away from the number 2, and it's Abby Matheny. So Matheny can still catch her, but she's gonna have to do some work here in the last couple laps.
But she was running 30.08 splits. She's down to 29.08 splits now, so she's better. She's running half a second laps, and she's at a bell lap now. At her bell lap now, 4:25. So the WPIAL record's out of contention. Now it's a matter of what does she finish with.
That's pretty good, though, what she's on pace for. She's on pace for under 5.
Right.
She may be the only one to go under 5, which is saying a lot. We'll find out. Here we go.
Coming down to the last half a lap right here, and she's got almost a whole lap's lead at this point. Just about ready to touch right now. Touches at 4:54.78. That's an impressive time.
That's less than 49. That's 15 seconds off the record, and the seeded time was 27 seconds off. That is very impressive. The only girl to finish under 5. Abby Hay, your new WPIAL champion, 4:54.78. Abby Matheny in second at 5:02.59. Olivia Schaefer in third at 5:03.54. A new WPIAL champion, Abby Hay from Peters Township, is your winner. And we will go to the boys. And that is heat 3 of 3, and I got the first one. And there are only 3 boys in the first heat, as there are a total of 18 boys swimming in this discipline. Jonathan Berger, speaking of names, North Allegheny, the Berger kids have gone through North Allegheny, and
are they done yet?
I don't think so. I think there might be a Berger left, but I'm not positive. Jonathan set the WPIAL record at 4:27.01 in 2009, so it has been 8 years. Now, the PIAA record is Jake Sanum from 2016 at 4:19. In lane 3 is Matthew Belch, a freshman from Hampton. Lane 4 is Elias P2 from Taylor Alderdice, a sophomore, and a sophomore from Fox Chapel in lane 5, Colin J. Hackwelder. Now, do we have a chance for a record? Maybe. Lowest seeded time was 4:38.25 by Eben Krieger. And that's, as we've seen, that is about 11 seconds. And if you're shaving off, like you say, we've got a possibility for a record here in Heat 5. As the boys touching first after 2. It's Elias 2 at 25.90 in first. Hackwelder second. Belch third. And again, the boys 500-yard freestyle. We already had the girls. Quickly, can you go over our first 2 events, our winners and place finishers? Brandon Showers.
Sure thing. The girls 100-yard freestyle, Olivia Livingston, the freshman from Gateway, the new WPIAL record holder at 49.53. Trinity Ward from Mount Lebanon High School. Lauren McGrath from North Allegheny. Catherine Nicholson from Mount Lebanon, excuse me. Sophia Donati from Mount Lebanon. Sophia Gagsis from Seneca Valley. Josie Philo from Fox Chapel. Riley Jackson from Greater Latrobe. Amy Verardi from North Allegheny. Mary Flavin from North Allegheny. Maggie Baker from Mount Lebanon. Hannah Fernandez from Seneca Valley. Zoe Wilson from Hempfield. Megan Christie from North Allegheny. Rachel Sitch from Penn Trafford. Jennifer DeVito from Moon. They will all qualify for the WPIALs, or for the, I believe you get a point, you qualify for the PIAAs, correct?
I'm not sure about that. That's a very good question. Results just handed to us. I'll read them. Of course, the girls 500, it was Abby Hay first from Peters Township with a 4:54.78. Abby Matheny from Upper St. Clair second, Olivia Schaefer third, Lexi Kostelnik fourth, Mary Smith from North Hills fifth, Kateri Christina sixth from Oakland Catholic, Penn Hills Stephanie Sipple seventh, Christine Mim eighth from North Allegheny, Devin Scott Davis ninth from Mount Lebanon, Emily Smith from Hempfield 10th, from Hempfield, Yanira Bohan 11th from Upper St. Clair. Mount Lebanon's Marley Howe is 12th. 13th was Maya Pauley from Fox Chapel. Chartiers Valley's Hannah Linth was 14th. 15th was Megan Weiss, and getting 1 point, Kelsey Love from Bethel Park was 16th. We'll get the next one as we are almost halfway through the first heat of the boys 500, and leading is Elias P2 from Taylor Alderdice. He's got a pretty good lead. He's at 256.76. They're past the halfway point. He's in first. In second will be Colin Hackwelder. And in third is Matthew Belch from Hampton. A bit past the halfway point. Here from the Joseph C. Trees Pool, MSA Sports, proud to bring you the WPIAL Boys and Girls Swimming Championships. They're brought to you by Sandcastle, offering the best summer jobs ever. Thank you to them amongst all of our other sponsors. And day two sees the finals, and they race in day one. In case you're wondering, in day one, they go through the, let me get through my email here, the swimming championships, the 200 medley relay, all four disciplines. Then the 200 freestyle, then a 200 individual medley, 50 freestyle, which is up and back, that's a barn burner. Then the 100 butterfly and the 200 freestyle relay. And then second day, where the championships are decided, you build up your points in day one, and then it's the 100 freestyle, then it's the 500 freestyle. They'll take a break. We will as well. Then it's the 100 backstroke, the 100 breaststroke. It ends with the 400 freestyle relay. And we are about 3/4 of the way through of Heat 1, boys 500-yard freestyle. And actually a little further than I thought. The bell lap. Still leading by a lot is Elias, too. He has led from start to finish. And he is about 6 seconds, almost 6 seconds ahead of Hackwelder, and Belch is third. So it looks like 2 will win Heat 1. We'll officially get that to you in a few seconds. Here's the hustle and bustle of the Joseph C. Trees Pool. Way down about 50 yards from us. Everybody's warming up in the warm-up pool. Then they got a big separation where they have 8 lanes, and that's where the championships are decided. And it is Elias 2 from Taylor Alderdice, 5:02.18 in first. Colin Hackwelder second at 5:09.57, and Matthew Belch in third at 5:12.78. Heat 2, Brandon.
Over to Heat 2, Elias Holm, a freshman from Franklin Regional. Kevin Martin, a senior from Peters Township. Caleb Dankel, a junior from Albert Gallatin. Brendan Neal, a sophomore from Upper St. Clair. Jordan Prokopek, a sophomore from Penn Trafford. Connor Quiggle, a junior from Seneca Valley. And Alex Lepre, a freshman from Peters Township. Best qualifying time from here was 4:58, the meet qualifying time. So to qualify for the meet, you had to qualify at a 5:09 or better flat. So lanes 1 through 7 will be full. Swimmers are down and in. Go over the boys' 100-yard freestyle. Mason Gonzalez from North Allegheny, the new record holder, at 44.17.
2 years in a row.
2 years, 2 years in a row.
And he's a guy we could consider for a center stage.
Very
maybe.
easily.
We'll see. We'll see how they go. Day 2 goes.
Kamani Gregory of Penn Hills at 44.91. Jack Wright from North Allegheny. Joel Songer from North Allegheny. Jack Rice from Mount Lebanon. Mike Kem from Peters Township, Jack Kusick from Mount Lebanon, Brandon Novak from Upper St. Clair, Mike Bushnell from Pittsburgh Central Catholic, Justin Dusick from Plum, Jake Rose from Peters Township, Andrew Mahoney from North Hills, Turner Gill from Cannon McMillan, Mitch Golias from Peters Township, Stephen Sell from Bethel Park. North Allegheny team rankings for the men through 14 events. North Allegheny with 232, Hempfield with 122, Peters Township with 119, Upper St. Clair 110.5, Mount Lebanon 100.5, and Pittsburgh Central Catholic was 78.
We also want to remind folks, you're tuning in to us. We appreciate it here at the Joseph C. Trees Pool with the WPL Swimming Championships. We also want to remind you that later this afternoon we'll have the AA Championships, and then there'll be some basketball to contend with. There'll be some girls single A championship, Winchester Thurston Cornell. Then there will be Swickley Academy boys 2A championships, Swickley Academy Our Lady of Sacred Heart. There'll be some wrestling championships as well tonight. And Blackhawk and Cardinal World North Catholic girls class 4A tonight. And also Moon and Hampton boys class 5A. And then that winds things up tonight. And there'll be a lot more basketball tomorrow. WPL Championships hot and heavy this week. And don't forget the PIHL playoffs start next week. So MSA hot and heavy. If you have any questions, just come to our website, msasports.net. If you're here for the first time, thank you for coming to our website. Check out the articles, check out the standings, check out our center stages, and just take some time and look at our advertisers and look at our website. We appreciate you coming and checking us out.
Connor Quiggle of Seneca Valley with a lead at about the 2/3 point right now. Quiggle comes and touches at 2:49.96. .251.23's Brendan Neal from Upper St. Clair. So Quiggle still in the lead. About 3 to go. Again, this is heat 2 of 3, the boys 500-yard freestyle. If you're watching the streaming video, which is brought to you by Sandcastle, the far lane is lane 1, the near lane is lane 7. Quiggle in lane 6. At 3:48.96. We'll have 3 laps to go now.
You talked about Mason Gonzalez. Yesterday he won the 50-yard freestyle and set a new WPL record.
Is that all?
He's 2 for 2 in setting records in events.
Quiggle into his bell lap at 4:17. So, Mitch, you might have another WPIL record here. Everyone really reducing their time. Quiggle came in at 5:02.18, and he touches at 4:32. So, really reducing his time coming in. He's going to touch up first, close to 4:46.33.
Another person to mention, the girl who won the 100 free, the freshman Olivia Livingston, who set a record here today, also set a record in the girls 50 freestyle. So right now, Livingston and Mason Gonzalez have both set a WPL record on 2 consecutive days. We go to heat 3 of 3. John Ailing of North Allegheny, a sophomore in lane 1. In lane 2 is Neil A. Wibble from North Hills, a junior. Pine Richland senior Ryan Schoenbachler in lane 3. Eben Krieger, he's one of the favorites. His name has been there in day 1, I believe. He won the 200 freestyle. So Krieger is good in these long events. senior from North Allegheny. Next to him, a freshman from North Allegheny, Rick Mim, in lane 5. In lane 6 is Maxwell D. Gonzalez, a senior from North Allegheny. Lane 7 is Alexander Deemer, a sophomore from Butler. And Benin Brewer, a senior from Peters Township, in lane 8. And as we said, Mason Gonzalez in the 50 and the 100 WPIAL records. And the same thing with Olivia Livingston, a freshman in the 50 and the 100 as well. So very looking forward to maybe talking to one or both of those kids and work on it.
So Quiggle was about 20 seconds better than his qualifying time. So if it stays the same for anyone in the middle of the poll here, you'll see a WPIAL record.
We'll see. And touching first was Krieger. Krieger in first place after 2 touches and moving right along here. Pretty good pace for these boys. 1 freshman, 2 sophomores, a junior, and 3 seniors. Eben Krieger in first, Schoenbacher second, Mim third, Deemer fourth, Gonzalez fifth, 6th is Ailing, 7th is Wibble, 8th is Brewer. They're moving at a really good pace here. Can they keep that up? Boys, 500-yard freestyle. We'll get a WPIAL winner. Of course, Jonathan Berger set the record in 2009 at 4:27:01. Is it possible someone can touch that record here today? Myself and Brandon think it's possible by what they have shaved off so far in Heat 1 and Heat 2. We'll find out if Krieger or Schoenblacher or Mim can do it. They seem to be the favorites so far.
Is it possible? Yes. Is it probable?
I don't know. 50-50.
Yeah.
Maybe less. Krieger still first at 1:45.78. Second is still Schoenblacher. Third is still Mim. Those 3, just a slight, about a second above Gonzalez at 4th and 2 ahead of Deemer. So right now it's a second lead. It's a 3-way race between Schoenblacher, Krieger, and Mim in lanes 3, 4, and 5. That's where we're looking. And
Krieger's bested his splits every time he's gone down.
Started out, now it's Krieger still first at 2:14:08. Schoenblacher second, Mim third. It's staying the same, Gonzalez fourth. No one has made a charge.
It's going to be a change now. If Schoenblacher can stay. Oh, Krieger came out of the turn better.
Yeah. Still lane, looks like Krieger still fourth. We're past the halfway point. Krieger still first. Schoenblacher still second, Mim still third. Now Mim is almost a second off of Krieger. And Krieger and Schoenblacher are 0.05 of a second apart. So those 2 are moving right along in lane 3 and 4, and they are virtually touching the wall at the same time. But it looks like Krieger just slightly ahead of Schoenblacher, but those 2 now distance themselves from Mim.
Krieger's coming up faster. He's coming up faster and harder. They're touching together.
It's still Eben Krieger, Schoenblacher second, Mim third. It's less than a half a second now. Mim has gained a little bit, about 2/3 of the way through. Still a couple more laps to go. They touch for the 15th time. 5 more touches to go. 2 full laps after this touch. It is still Eben Krieger, a senior from North Allegheny, leading. 3:38.42. Schoenblacher second at 3:39.17, almost a second. And Rick Mim closing in on second. He is 0.07 of a second from second place. So right now the race is for second, but all 3 still with a chance, Brandon, as we are on the bell, getting ready for the bell lap. Don't know if he's going to be able to set the record. It's possible, but he's going to have to have a heck of a split. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not.
It's Krieger first, Schoenblacher second, Mim third. They're close. They're all within a second of each other. Eben Krieger still leads, but it is that close. Schoenblacher is right there. They're going down to the wire. Can Schoenblacher take over Krieger? They're neck and neck. It looks like Schoenblacher may win the 500? Does he overtake him on the last lap? He does. Ryan Schoenblacher, 4:32.67, just misses a WPL record by about 6 seconds. Rick Mim finishes second, and Eben Krieger, who led the first 19 touches, finishes third, 4:33.20. A lot of excitement, but a new WPIAL champion. It is Ryan Schoenblacher, a senior from Pine Richland, wins it over Eben Krieger, upsetting the North Allegheny senior in a slight upset.
Minor upset.
Upset. He was seeded third coming in.
And he was there the whole time as well. But again, you look, 2, 3, and 5 were all North Allegheny.
Yeah, they're piling up the points, and we'll give you team standings when we come back. We're going to take a break. They're going to pass out some medals for the first couple of events, and we will come back. Brandon and I will give you some results. We'll get you ready for the next event, which is the girls 100-yard backstroke. But until then, I want to let you know that the finals are brought to you by Sandcastle, offering the best summer jobs ever. And you are listening to the 2017 WPL Swimming Championships only here on the MSA Sports Network.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
When looking to replace your athletic field, choose ProGrass, First in Turf. ProGrass has installed over 500 fields in the U.S. Getting the best artificial turf for your field depends on both the product and the partner you choose. That's why architects, athletic directors, and players choose the ProGrass Performance System. ProGrass maintains an active presence in the synthetic turf industry as members of the Sports Turf Management Association and the American Sports Builder Association, and is proud to be recognized as the FIFA preferred manufacturer. Call ProGrass today, 866-270-6003, or visit them on the web at www.progressturf.com. ProGrass, First in Turf. What am I going to do about this year's promo? What the?
Don, it's me, Sam Hall. All you need to do is say, for the inside scoop and an entertaining update of district boys and girls high school basketball, tune into the WPIAL Roundball Report every Wednesday night at 6, only here on the network.
Well, thanks, ghost of co-host past.
But you should strongly consider bringing me back. Please, help! The traffic never stops. It's like a Georgia kind of offense. God!
That's the WPIAL Roundball Report every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. on the MSA Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Looking for a fun and rewarding summer job? Sandcastle provides a great summer job experience. Sandcastle is hiring and looking for people who want to create summer fun for all our guests. Positions are also available in lifeguards, cashiers, food service, guest service, maintenance, and park services. Members of the Sandcastle team receive excellent perks too, like discounted tickets for family and friends and free admission to other select amusement parks. Are you ready to join our exciting summer team? Visit sandcastlewaterpark.com for more details and to apply today.
Back at the WPIAL Swimming Championships, Mike Kazadian, Brandon Showers, Jody Zangerli-Cook on video. We thank you for joining us. We're at a break. We have gone through the first 3 events, and let's talk a little bit about the leaders, and let's talk a little bit about what has happened so far. As they are giving awards out, what you are watching right now is the award ceremonies. They go through 3 events. They'll give you some, they'll give out awards, and then they will get ready for the next events. And our first event today was the boys and girls 100-yard freestyle. I'm sorry, we're through 2 events. The boys 100-yard freestyle, Mason Gonzalez sets a new WPIAL record from North Allegheny. That's 2 years in a row, and has 2 records in 2 days, as he set the record in the 50 free as well. Gonzalez at 44.17 finishes first. Kimani Gregory was second from Penn Hills. Jack Wright was third from North Allegheny. Joel Songer from North Allegheny was fourth, so 3 of the top 4 were from North Allegheny. Jack Rice from Mount Lebanon fifth. In the girls' WPIAL 100-yard freestyle is a new WPIAL record. In fact, the record was set by 2 different girls. Olivia Livingston from Gateway finishes first. She also set a record in the girls' 50-yard freestyle yesterday. So her and Mason Gonzalez right now looking like the top swimmers through yesterday's events and 2 events here today, but a long way to go. Trinity Ward from Mount Lebanon second, Lauren McGrath third, Catherine Nicholson fourth, Sophia Donati fifth, Sophia Gagusis is sixth. In the girls' 500-yard freestyle, Abby Hay of Peters Township wins it, a sophomore at 4:54.78. Abby Matheny was second from Upper St. Clair. Olivia Schaefer from Upper St. Clair third. Lexi Kostelnik was fourth from Laurel Highlands. Mary Smith from North Hills was fifth. Here at the WPIAL Championships, and they give awards. You are watching an award ceremony right now, and just want to remind everybody we thank all of our sponsors, and this is a big event, not only for the WPIAL, but it's a big event for MSA Sports. And we started doing this years ago when MSA Sports took on the challenge of high school sports, and there's so many people you can thank at the WPIAL and at MSA Sports and at MSA Corporate, and also, you know, the broadcasters and just so many people behind the scenes that help us put these events on. And it is an interesting event, and there are so many people to thank. And of course, you want to thank our sponsors: First Commonwealth Bank, Progress, Carlow University, UPMC Sports Medicine, of course Sandcastle. They're jumping on board and taking the lead here in the swimming championships. First, and of course MSA Corporate as well, as we get ready for the next event. And it is the girls' 100-yard backstroke, heat 1 of 5. Heat 1 is Kayla McClintock of Peters Township. And she's a junior. Emma Weiss from Butler is in lane 2. Anna Mitchell is in lane 3, a freshman from Hempfield. And they're off. And it looks like backstroke touching early. Looks like McClintock is in first. In second, look like Weiss, Mitchell in third. We'll see after the first 50 who is leading, and it is, it's McClintock leads, Mitchell second, Weiss third, heat 1 of 5.
I was able to confirm an interview with Miss Livingston.
Oh, you're the man. You are the man. And we are coming down here at the girls' 100-yard backstroke. Heat 1, it looks like it's Emma Weiss leading, coming down the last 20 yards. Weiss leads, and Mitchell second, I believe. They've overtaken McClintock. Weiss first, McClintock second, Mitchell third. So Emma Weiss wins Heat 1 at 102.85.
She will be over here after the event is completely over. All right, so heat number 2. Riley Fry, the junior from Pine Richland. J.O. Dankel, the freshman from Albert Gallatin. Rachel Ledford, the sophomore from Butler. Victoria Prado, the sophomore from Chartiers. Taylor Schofel, the freshman from Seneca Valley. Gwyneth Hamilton, the sophomore from Laurel Highlands. Shannon Clorty, the senior from Franklin Regional. And Lauren Barnett, the sophomore from Mount Lebanon. Did we go over records?
No.
Jacqueline Dew's record in 2015 of 53-59.
She was unbelievable.
Oh, phenomenal.
Remember her?
We interviewed her.
Oh,
She was
yeah,
phenomenal.
She was phenomenal.
Swimmers are into the water. This is up, back, correct? Yeah,
Yep.
25, so yeah. First one to touch is in lane 6, Gwyneth Hamilton, and I don't see Shannon Clorty of Franklin Regional in the poll. I don't see anyone in lane 7. Do you? No. They don't have anyone labeled in lane 7, so I don't think she made the block in enough time. Coming into the 75 mark. First one to touch is Clorty of Franklin Regional, it's Hamilton of Laurel Highlands. She has about a body length's lead on anyone close to her, which is Schofel of Seneca Valley. Looks like Hamilton will touch first in lane 6 at 59.65. Dankel in lane 2 at 1 minute flat, 37 hundredths of a second.
Heat 3. I'm sorry. Heat 3 of 5. I'll have the final on the girls. Brandon will have the final on the boys. The 100-yard backstroke, Heat 3. Megan R. Cindy, a junior from Taylor Alderdice in lane 1. Jenna Stanton in lane 2, a freshman from Shaler. In lane 3, a freshman from Fox Chapel, Grace K. Gackenbach. In lane 4, Jessica Wasik, a senior from West Allegheny. Lane 5, we'll see Delaney S. White, a freshman from Plum. In lane 6 is Marley D. Schlick, a sophomore from Seneca Valley. In lane 7 is Olivia T. Rohal, a freshman from West Allegheny. And in lane 8 is Carly Frizzle, a freshman from Peters Township. 4 freshmen, a sophomore, junior, and a senior in Heat 3 of 4. The girls 100 backstroke. They're in the pool. They're on the bars. They are ready. It is quiet at the start, and they go. And they are through 25. Boy, lane 1, Cindy out to a pretty good start. And I believe Cindy touches first through 25. Megan R. Cindy from Taylor Alderdice. Also in lane 8, it's Carly Frizzle doing fairly well. We'll see at 50 who leads in Heat 3 through 50. It is Cindy at 29.41. And in lane 6 is Marley Schlick. Second in lane 5, Delaney White in third. We get to 75. Can Cindy still hold the lead? I don't think so. It looks like lane 6, Schlick has taken over. Schlick from Seneca Valley is first right now, heading down the final 15 yards. And it looks like it's going to be Marley Schlick from Seneca Valley. Jessica Wasik second, Grace Gackenbush third. Cindy went out strong but finished 6th in Heat 3.
As good as Dew was, keep an eye out in your last heat. You might see it get broken. Heat 4 of 5, Liliana Kumpf, a junior from McKeesport. Emily Morrissey, a freshman from McKeesport. In lane 2, Kaylee Musil, a senior from West Allegheny. Mia Barrel, a junior from Upper St. Clair. Emma Graham, a senior from Mount Lebanon. Alyssa Schoenblocker, a freshman from Pine Richland. Claire Flanagan, a senior from Hampton. And Abby Duncan, a freshman from South Fayette. The whole South Fayette contingent lined up on lane 8, waiting for their swimmer to come through. Coming into the first 25. Looks like the first touch, I don't know.
The first 5 lanes were that close.
It was everyone. So we'll wait to see the times coming down to the far side. They're all on a time clock. First one to touch down there is Claire Flanagan from Hampton, followed by Emily Morrissey of McKeesport in lane 2. Both McKeesport swimmers in lane 1 and 2 are very close. Hampton's Flanagan pulling away now from Hampton in lane 7. She has about a body length's lead on anyone close to her. Now up the middle though, I think Emma Graham from Mount Lebanon. No, Flanagan goes Flanagan, Morrissey, Graham in that order. Claire Flanagan at 57.54, Emily Morrissey at 58.49, and Emma Graham at 58.78.
And heat 5 of 5. Lane 1 is Emma Pentrak, a freshman from West Allegheny. Ellie Tiskus, a sophomore from Oakland Catholic in lane 2. Maeve Lersch, a senior from Upper St. Clair in lane 3. Tori Berger, there's that name. The Bergers are still there. A freshman from North Allegheny, the lowest seed coming in. Watch out for her in lane 4. In lane 5, Lauren Connors, a sophomore from Upper St. Clair. Emma Kunzman in lane 6, a freshman from North Allegheny. Anna C. Verardi in lane 7, a senior from North Allegheny. And in lane 8, it's Hannah A. Murrow, a sophomore from Penn Trafford.
Berger's 2.3 seconds off the record.
Exactly. Watch for her. There's a lot of talk about her coming into this meet. She's not in a ton of events, but she's in enough. And she is the favorite coming in. Girls 100-yard backstroke. They are in the water. They are off. First 25, almost ready to go. Let's see if Berger touches first. And boy, it looks like lane 3. Maeve Lersch first, Berger second through 25. As they get to 40, 45 yards, it looks like Berger may have taken over. We'll find out. They are halfway through. In first place, it is Berger at 26.79.
She on record time right now.
Second is Lersch at 27.28. Third is Ellie Tiskus from Oakland Catholic in lane 2. And still in first is Berger through 75. The question is, can she beat 53.59? It looks like she's going to win. The freshman from North Allegheny. Doing proud by her family, Tori Berger wins it at 56.30. Just misses a WPIAL record by a half a second. Bet a new WPIAL champion. It is Tori Berger of North Allegheny. We're going to be hearing a lot of her in the next 3 years.
I guarantee you we will. Go over to the boys' 100-yard backstroke. And another name we heard a lot of a few years back, Ryan Dazinski holds the record in this from 2014 from Upper St. Clair, 48.35. Heat 1 of 5, David McMurtry from Gateway High School, a junior, Max Skeen, a freshman from Seneca Valley, Devin Raspanti, a senior from Chartiers Valley. Kevin Edwards, a senior from Franklin Regional, lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Beginning starts out quick in the free. Then we got the 500 free. Take a little bit of time on that one. And then it's hot and heavy again with the backstroke. Boys and girls to be followed by the breaststroke, yep. And then I think there's another break, and then the freestyle relay. It ends up the AAA competition.
Swimmers are off the blocks. First 25 is going to be completed by Raspanti from Chartiers Valley.
You kind of figured that would be the name. The one you have.
He also touches first at 27.31, followed by Edwards at 27.48. Edwards making a little bit of a move in lane 6.
All four pretty close, though.
Yeah. Edwards might have taken him there and gotten the lead. Again, WPIAL record at 48.35 set a few years back. And Edwards from Franklin Regional touches first at 56.79. He qualified at a 58.80. So we'll go to heat 2 of 5. Mike Azadian will take over.
Joey Pasakowski, a senior from Shaler in lane 1. Senior from Franklin Regional, Andrew Root in lane 2. In lane 3, Max J. Bradle, a sophomore from Seneca Valley. In lane 4, senior from Franklin Regional, that is Giacomo Oldrini. In lane 5, Michael Holmes, a junior from Gateway. In lane 6, a junior from Pittsburgh Central Catholic, Aiden Demke. In lane 7 is Petru Milhescu, a sophomore from Mount Lebanon. And in lane 8, a senior from Franklin Regional, Alex R. Faola. And they get ready here in heat 2 of 5. Lowest seeded time coming in is Giacomo Oldrini at 57.78. They're all seated pretty close. Oldrini, Bradle, Holmes, Demke, all within a second of each other. And you could put Root in there as well, and Mahescu. So all these kids seated so closely together. In fact, every single swimmer within a second of each other's seated time. First 25, impossible to tell. Maybe, just a guess, Bradle in lane 3 looked like maybe got his hand in there first as we approach 50. Leader in the boys' backstroke in heat 2. It is Demke in lane 6, Pazowski in lane 1, and then Oldrini in lane 4 as they approach 75. Still in lane 6, Demke looks like he's got a lead. And we go to the final 25 in heat number 2. Your winner, it's going to be Aiden Demke, 54.72. In lane 6, in lane 3, Max Bradle. And in lane 4, Giacomo Oldrini. Heat number 3, Brandon, you got it.
Lane 1, Jeremy Ellis, a senior of West Allegheny. Ethan Song, a freshman from North Allegheny. Caleb Hansen, a junior from Kiski. Liam Watterson, a senior from Baldwin. Jonathan Simoes, a sophomore from Seneca. Carson Shipley, a junior from Norwin. Gavin Mayo, a sophomore from Hempfield. And Brett Scheib, a junior from Hampton.
I still can't get over the activity. These people they get out of the water, they walk right by us, they get to their teams. Everybody wants to get right back to their team. That familial, that family atmosphere.
You say all these other sports create a team atmosphere.
And
swimming takes it to a new level.
I really agree. I mean, that's a pack mentality. They support each other. They're screaming for each other. They're yelling. Advice. We saw some girls crying in front of us after a bad result. They consoled her. It's the way they handle things. It's the swimming community. They really do it well. That's why you get the attendance you do and the activity. People come into our website to want to see who wins.
Swimmers are in. First 25, I think, is going to be lane 4. And that's Liam Watterson.
See if he gets it at 50.
No, he does not. Gavin Mayo gets in at 50 at 25.35.
Watterson second.
So Mayo over here in lane 7. He gets in at 75 as well. He got in big at 75. He's extending that lead from Hempfield. Gavin Mayo, who qualified at 57.40. He's going to touch first at 54.03. Simoes from Seneca Valley at 54.92. And Watterson at 54.94.
And we are into heat 4 of 5. Champion will come more than likely from heat 5, but in heat 4, lane 1's Josh Galecki, a freshman from North Allegheny. In lane 2, it's Zachary Snelling, a junior from Penn Trafford. Lane 3 is Tolik Borisov, a sophomore from North Allegheny. John Guinger, a freshman from Pittsburgh Central Catholic, is in lane 4. Owen Blazer in lane 5, a freshman from Seneca Valley. Justin M. Deshek, a sophomore from Plum, is in lane 6. Lane 7 is Graham Kretschmar, a sophomore from Upper St. Clair. And in lane 8, Nathan Califin, a senior from Butler. And they are in the water, and they are on the bars, and they are ready, and they are quiet. Gotta be quiet for the start. And there are marks, and go. And the backstroke, tough discipline. I still think the breaststroke is the hardest.
It is.
But you've got to kind of know where you're at on the backstroke because you can't see the wall. You got to know your time, and it looks like...
That's the, Mitch, I did this. This was my discipline. That's the ribbons. What you're doing pre is you're counting your strokes. How many strokes does it take you after the ribbons?
And hard to tell, the scoreboard's malfunctioned, but it looks to me like in first, it might have been lane 5, it would have been Fitzpatrick. And there looks like lane 5 is, check that, I'm sorry, that was Owen Blazer. It's really tough to see because they don't have it up on the scoreboard, and your winner, I think it was lane, it's either Deshek in 6 or Blazer in 5. I did not hear. Did you hear who it was?
I did not hear either.
There it is. It is Blazer in 5, 52-13. In lane 6, Deshek. Well, we guessed pretty good. We can see pretty good from here. 53-50. And in lane 4 is Gulinger at 53-59. Brandon, you got the final.
Heat 5 of 5. Adam Wisner, a junior from Central Catholic. Ellis Cannon, a senior from Woodland Hills. Stefan Hopta, a junior from Peters Township. Andrew Zhang, a junior from North Allegheny. Jack Fitzpatrick, a sophomore from Upper St. Clair. Zane Wilson, a senior from Hempfield. Michael Kocher, a senior from West Allegheny. Nick Stembrine, a freshman from Moon. Best qualifying time at a 51:41 was Andrew Zhang from North Allegheny. Again, WPIAL record 48:35. So possible, not
we'll see.
Probable, I guess you could say. Swimmers are into the water, and backstroke has begun. And it is way too close to figure out who touched the first 25.
It looked like 7 swimmers all that close. Maybe lane 7 is Kocher. The senior was leading, it looked like, through 25.
We'll see who touches at the first 50, and it was Hopta at 24:14 from Peters Township. He's at record time if he stays on pace.
Boy, this is tough.
It's so tough.
Close.
So tough, so close, coming down to the last half of a pull length, and everyone is so close. I'm just going to watch the scoreboard because you're not going to be able to tell from here who touches first. And it is Hopta at 50.03 in first, Fitzpatrick at 50.39, and Wisner at 50.76. So no record set, but again, Hopta, Fitzpatrick, Wisner, 1, 2, and 3.
That's interesting and close to a record, but not. But Stephen Hopta, your new WPL champion. We go to the girls 100-yard breaststroke. And I will get the first on that one, and it'll be Colleen Houlihan, a freshman from Penn Hills. In lane 1, Emily Kuba in lane 3. Houlihan in lane 3. Kuba in lane 4, a sophomore from North Allegheny. Caitlin G. Edwards in lane 5 from North Allegheny. In lane 6 is Lexi Catcher, a sophomore from Hempfield. Breaststroke record, Kristen Merslack, 2012 WPL record at 102.68. It's it's going to be tough. I mean, these shorter races are harder to break, I think, because it's harder to shave a lot more time off. So, heat 1 of 5, girls breaststroke. This is our 4th event of the day. We're more than halfway through today. Thank you for joining us. And I remind everybody that the WPIAL Swimming Finals are brought to you by Sandcastle, offering the best summer jobs ever.
I trust a couple of these swimmers to save.
Yeah,
save
some lives. I agree. And the video coverage is brought to you because of our gold sponsor, Sandcastle. Annual sponsors, Carleton University, First Commonwealth Bank, UPMC Sports Medicine and Progress, as well as our corporate team, Management Science Associates. I thank them. And we're off. Breaststroke in the water. They start from the platform. I shouldn't say the platform. They start from the marks. And the breaststroke. It's an odd discipline. You're in and out of the water. You breathe, you're down. You breathe, you're down. And you have to have strong legs, a strong chest. And it's not as popular. Maybe more popular now because of Michael Phelps in the Olympics. And through 50 in the first heat, Caitlin Edwards. She's first. Colleen Houlihan is second. And Emily Kuba is third. They're coming up on 75. And in lane number 5, it is still Caitlin Edwards from North Allegheny leading in this heat. First heat of 5. WPIAL Championships. In heat 1, it looks like it's going to be Caitlin G. Edwards of North Allegheny winning heat number 1. Her score is going to be 109.40. Colleen Houlihan finishes second at 109.78, and then and really close. And Kuba, 3 seconds off at 112.73 is third.
Go to heat 2 of 5. Riley Stevenson, the junior from Upper St. Clair. Landy Batty-Kiefer, the junior from Pine Richland. Claire Sue, the sophomore from Upper St. Clair. Evelyn Seiler, the freshman from Franklin Regional. Abby Maley, the freshman from Cannon McMillan. Katie Clark, the sophomore from Seneca Valley. Savannah Plankson, the junior from Gateway, and Natalie Glover, the sophomore from Peters Township, lanes 1 through 8. Again, if you're watching on your computer screen from home, lane 1 on the far side, lane 8 on the near side. And Landy Batty-Kiefer from Pine Richland is not on the block, so she won't be racing in this event.
And sometimes last minute, maybe you just didn't do well on a previous event, not feeling well, who knows why.
Swimmers are into the water and up. First 1-2 touches, Cannon McMillan's Abby Mealy on the first 25. After 50, Mealy touches at 31.55.
Screaming hard for Seneca Valley's Christian Sawyer. And for Jacob James of Upper St. Clair. They have gone through 25. They are approaching 50. Let's look at the board. Boy, hard to tell. They were so close at 25. But with a lead through 50, it is John Martin in lane 3. In lane 6 is Todd Wilson. And in Conzemus in lane 2 and Todd Wilson in lane 3. They get to 75, and boy, is it close. In lane 4, looks like Conzemus might have the lead. They've made the turn there down to the wire. Heat 3 of 4. It looks like Generino Conzemus could win heat 4 unless someone overtakes him, and it is. Generino Conzemus at 59.64 first. Bohan Yao in second at 1:49, and in third, it's Hunter Clemens in lane 2.
Got a heat 4 of 4. Thomas McCaffrey of North Allegheny, the senior in lane 1. Brett Edwards, another senior from North Allegheny in lane 2. Nick Murdry, a sophomore from Upper St. Clair in lane 3. Jerry Chen, a sophomore from North Allegheny in lane 4. Matthew Kuhn, a junior from North Allegheny in lane 5. Isaiah Gregory, a senior from Penn Hills in lane 6. Kevin Lovasic, a junior from North Hills in lane 7. Patrick Kavanaugh, a sophomore from Franklin Regional in lane 8.
The last of the individual events, as the next will be a team event.
Again, WPIAL record at 54.82. Has a chance in this heat to go.
We've seen 2 today and 4 yesterday, so it's about average of what we see every year.
All swimmers are in the pool. First one to touch was Isaiah Gregory, I believe.
Yeah, lane 6, I think you're right.
See what the scoreboard says here, and it is Gregory at 26.84. Again, record pace out of Gregory right now. We'll see if he can keep it up. Gregory, a senior of Penn Hills, touches first again, now extending his lead. We have about 3 seconds to touch. I don't think he's going to make the record. No, he's not, but he will win the heat. 57.35 he will touch at. In second place is Brett Edwards of North Allegheny. Third place, Nick Murdry of Upper St. Clair. In fourth place is, tie for third, Kevin Lovasic of North Hills as well.
We're due for a break, Mr. Showers, and I know we're getting into the girls and boys freestyle relay, but we have to take a quick break. And we want to let you know the finals are brought to you by Sandcastle, offering the best summer jobs ever. And it is the WPIAL 2017 Swimming Championships, only here on the MSA Sports Network.
When looking to replace your athletic field, choose ProGrass, first in turf. ProGrass has installed over 500 fields in the U.S. Getting the best artificial turf for your field depends on both the product and the partner you choose. That's why architects, athletic directors, and players choose the ProGrass Performance System. ProGrass maintains an active presence in the synthetic turf industry as members of the Sports Turf Management Association and the American Sports Builder Association, and is proud to be recognized as the FIFA preferred manufacturer. Call ProGrass today, 866-270-6003, or visit them on the web at www.progressturf.com. ProGrass, first in turf.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account, and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
This is Josh Roundtree from the PIHL Power Play Show at MSASports.net. Along with Kevin Zlomansky, we plan to bring you the best high school hockey talk in Western PA this season. We'll cover every classification, AAA, AA, Single A, and D2.
All right, D2, Gordon Bombay, Charlie Conway, the Bash Brothers,
Kevin,
Wolf the Dennis Stenson, the Flying V?
No, Kevin, it's Division 2.
It's Knuckle Puck time?
All right, it's Knuckle Puck time. It's the PIHL Power Play Show sponsored by Chatham University every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock at MSASports.net.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC. The official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
Looking for a fun and rewarding summer job? Sandcastle provides a great summer job experience. Sandcastle is hiring and looking for people who want to create summer fun for all our guests. Positions are also available in lifeguards, cashiers, food service, guest service, maintenance, and park services. Members of the Sandcastle team receive excellent perks too, like discounted tickets for family and friends and free admission to other select amusement parks. Are you ready to join our exciting summer team? Visit sandcastlewaterpark.com for more details and to apply today.
Be sure to follow the MSA Sports Network on social media this season for the most up-to-date scores, pictures, videos, breaking news, and links to our articles. You can find the MSA Sports Network on Twitter and Instagram under the handle MSA Sports and at facebook.com/MSA Sports. The MSA Sports Network is also on YouTube under the handle MSA Sports WPIAL, where you can watch hundreds of interviews with local student athletes, full games, highlights, and more. Whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or our websites, MSA Sports is the place to go for high school sports in Western Pennsylvania.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
When looking to replace your athletic field, choose ProGrass, First in Turf. ProGrass has installed over 500 fields in the U.S. Getting the best artificial turf for your field depends on both the product and the partner you choose. That's why architects, athletic directors, and players choose the ProGrass Performance System. ProGrass maintains an active presence in the synthetic turf industry as members of the Sports Turf Management Association and the American Sports Builder Association, and is proud to be recognized as the FIFA preferred manufacturer. Call ProGrass today, 866-270-6003, or visit them on the web at www.progressturf.com. ProGrass, First in Turf.
Back at the WPIAL AAA Boys and Girls Swimming Championships, Mike Azadian, Brandon Showers, your commentators, Jody Zangroli-Cook on camera, our first year ever of filming the WPIAL Swimming Championships, and we want to thank Sandcastle, our newest sponsor, and Sandcastle brings you this. And, you know, Brandon, speaking of Sandcastle, and I got a feeling if you weren't working as a full-timer where you are now, you'd work at Sandcastle. They're looking for people. They're looking for lifeguards. They're looking for food and beverage. They're looking for maintenance. They're looking for cashiers in retail, guest services, parking attendants. You want to go to sandcastlewaterpark.com. You can make friends that last for a lifetime, flexible schedule, they'll work with you. Free admission to Sandcastle, Kennywood, Idlewild, and many others. Discounted tickets for your family, food and merchandise discounts, team member parties. We want to thank Sandcastle, our newest sponsor, and encourage you, if you're listening, watching, or if you're listening down the line archive, go out and apply, sandcastlewaterpark.com.
Tell you what, anywhere I can work and get a free tan, I will. Plus, on top of that, you know I got two little ones.
And you can take your kids.
Right, I got two little ones running around.
Are you gonna go and try to be guest services, maybe a parking attendant, part-time?
No,
they hire you. They're hiring.
I got too many jobs.
You got too many jobs
I got too many jobs.
Too much going on.
Once a year we go to Idlewild.
Okay.
We try to go to Sandcastle once a year. We try to go to Kennywood once a year. So if I could get into those three parks for free once a year, it would just work out. But I work too many different places. I wouldn't see them at all, and I couldn't go anywhere.
Be honest, you don't have a bathing suit. Is that?
No, I'm going to be honest. You don't want to see me in a bathing suit.
I didn't want to go that way, but you know, they're giving awards. Their awards are almost done, and they're going to get ready here for the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. I'll take this. You'll get the call of the girls' final. No, yeah, you will. And girls freestyle relay in lane 2 is Shaler. Lane 3 is Canna McMillan. Lane 4 is Laurel Highlands. Lane 5 is Connellsville. Lane 6 is South Fayette. And lane 7 is Plum. In the years, Brandon, where there is a competition for first place, where North Allegheny's got it sewed up in boys. Girls was close, but what do you got as the last result?
Yeah, hold on one second. Let me grab that out. So, last result, and this is the men's. North Allegheny 393, Peters Township 206.
That's sewed up.
So that's over. The girls, the last result I have was after the 100-yard breaststroke, 308 to 267.
That's probably sewn up too. So it looks like NA has won back-to-back here. They defended their championships. And in years where it is close between schools, it's always this event that decides it, and it gets really exciting toward the end. And we are in heat 1 of 4, 400 yards. Each swimmer up and back twice. And the freestyle is the fastest, so usually your better swimmers, your fastest swimmers are there. Unfortunately, we do not have who the swimmers are, but the record set in 2014, North Allegheny's Dew, McGrath, Sherman, and Sulia, 326.41. They got an outside shot at it, somebody here today. And through the first...
Look who it is, it has an outside shot too.
Swimmer, North Allegheny. Through the first swimmer, it's lane 7. Oh, they got the individual names. It's Kevin Lovasek in first, Gregory in second. So it is Plum first, South Fayette second. No?
I wouldn't go
on. That's the breast. They're still wrong on that. Okay,
yeah.
I apologize. So the malfunction again up top. But second girl in the water, and it looks like Shaler might be first. Yeah, we got it now. They got it fixed now. Oh, at least Shaler in lane 1. Second swimmer doing really well also. And lane number 7 is Plum. I think Plum leads, Shaler second. We'll find out after 200 yards of the 400 as they approach the 200-yard mark. I think Plum and Shaler right now fighting for first and second in heat number 1. It is Plum first, Shaler second, but Plum and Shaler tied, and South Fayette second through 2 swimmers. Third swimmer in the water, pretty good pace. Still Plum doing quite well. Plum may be ahead of Shaler now, I believe. And in lane 7, Plum in the first heat leading. But now they show Canna McMillan is caught up. And still.
Just go with the times, Mitch. Don't look at the places.
It is Plum first, Shaler second. Yeah, you're right. They made a mistake on the places. So Plum first, Shaler second. And almost through heat 3. Fourth girl getting ready to get in the water, heat 1 of 4. Apologize for the confusion. The board is a little bit cranky on us. But leading, it's going to be Plum. Shaler second. And third is South Fayette. Fourth girl in the water. Plum trying to win heat number 1. Plum still leads. Plum and Shaler fighting it out. Can anybody overtake Plum or Shaler?
South Fayette's close to Plum, just looking at it.
They are through 300 yards. And I shouldn't say that, 350. Up and back, 50 more yards. Plum leads by a lot. Second looks like it might be South Fayette. Now third, Shaler. And it looks like Plum's going to cruise to a first heat win in the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. And it is Plum first, 2:20.10. South Fayette second, 2:24.84. And third is Shaler at 2:25.36.
Over to heat 2 of 4. Lane 1. The far lane, Chartiers Valley. Lane 2, Baldwin. Lane 3, Norwin. Lane 4, North Hills. Lane 5, Bethel Park. Lane 6, Gateway. Lane 7, Butler.
16, 2:59.58, Upper Dublin. Last event, last 4 heats.
Waiting for the pool to calm down with all the all those swimmers that were in and out, in and out.
You know, I've always liked, pretty much everything we do. And, we've done, we start with football, and it was always football and basketball and baseball early on. And then in the first couple of years, since we've got the WPIAL contract, for championships, we went out and did golf, swimming, diving, tennis. We weren't afraid to go out and do these things. And over the years, between all of our broadcasters, we've kind of perfected this now. And for me, everybody always asks, what's your favorite event? A lot of people think it's football. But to be honest with you, for me, football's down on the list. I really enjoy the swimming championships. I'm not just saying that because I'm here today, but it's very exciting every year. NA has won over the last handful of years. It's a little bit more competitive in AA, but it's a lot of fun. I love the team atmosphere. I love the fans who line up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Diving's fun as well. There's not a championship I don't like, but swimming, it is really intense, and it reminds you of the Olympics. And when there's a close competition between the teams and it comes down to the end, which maybe we'll see in day 2 of AA, it is really exciting.
I enjoy the smaller. I enjoy doing the smaller events. And don't get me wrong, I love football and basketball. Coming out of this is Plum in the lead, which makes our videographer, Jody Zangrilli Cook, give a little fist bump.
A little fist pump
to
Mustangs,
herself.
one Mustang proud.
Second swimmer into the pool, and now Shaler making a little bit of a move. Their first 25. Shaler takes the lead there. Very close between those two, and Taylor Allardyce in third.
The boys a little bit faster times. In fact, WPL record, we're talking about 23-second difference.
22 now.
22? That's right.
But yeah, you're right. Exactly. All 3 swimmers now really close. Taylor Allardyce made up a lot of time with their second swimmer that was in the pool. We'll see with the third swimmer as they come in if Taylor Allardyce might have made it all up. And now it's Shaler, Taylor Allardyce, and Plum in that order. 144.76, 144.81, 145.50. Plum overtakes the lead with their third swimmer. Goes Plum, Taylor Allardyce, and Shaler. Reverse of roles at this point now. Plum pulls out to about a half a body lead at the 75 mark.
It's got the official results for the girls 400-yard freestyle relay. Mount Lebanon, new record, 325.76. North Allegheny beat their own record at 326.39. And North Allegheny wins the women's team 342 to 307. Mount Lebanon made it close. They got to within 35. Upper St. Clair third, Franklin Regional fourth, Seneca Valley fifth. Congratulations to North Allegheny, 9th straight year as WPIAL champion.
Coming down to the end here. Excuse me, one more double lap. Sorry about that. Plum in first, Taylor Allardyce in second, Shaler in third, although Taylor Allardyce coming out of that last turn overtook Plum. About a body length lead over top of Plum. Shaler in third, about a half a body length behind Plum. And Taylor Allardyce making a pull now and really pulling in front. 327.68. Shaler at 330.11, Plum at 330.45, 1, 2, and 3 in that order. Now for Heat 204, Mike Azadian.
Heat 2 sees Fox Chapel in lane 1, Chartiers Valley in lane 2, Gateway in lane 3, Hampton in lane 4, Pine Richland in lane 5, Kiski area in lane 6, and Baldwin in lane 7. And for the boys in the last heat. It's going to probably end up, and NA is the favorite, pretty heavy favorite coming in with Peters Township and Upper St. Clair, the next two in line. Now the boys look to crown their 6th straight championship as we ready for heat number 2. And the water is calm. They are quiet. They're up on the blocks. And they're in. Heat 2 of 4. The boys 400-yard freestyle relay. WPIAL record held by Upper St. Clair from 2014. Hardwick, Lurch, Manuth, and Dudzinski. Dudzinski did quite a bit for the boys swimming over the years. Through 50 yards. And the split through 50 is 23-26. And that is Pine Richland first. Hampton second. And Kiski third. First swimmers, always pretty fast. It's important to get out to a big lead early. When you're trying to, as a coach, determine this, you maybe get your 4 fastest swimmers. I would think I'd want my fastest swimmer last, but then again, is my fastest swimmer the guy that can handle pressure the most, Brandon?
You want your strongest swimmer last, not your fastest.
So maybe a guy more mentally tuned. You get a guy that's ready for this, that's experienced. You probably put a freshman, if he's good, first or second, get him out fast. But either way, all 4 have to do well if you want to win not only a heat, but if you want to win the championship. And it's still, in first is Pine Richland, in second is Hampton, in third now, and we have a tie for second, in third is Kiski, I believe. Second swimmer in the water. Second swimmer gets through 50, and in first now is Hampton still. Second is Seneca Valley, and third is Moon. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. That is a complete mistake. It's Pine Richland first. I'm sorry about that. Looked at the wrong sheet. Pine Richland is first. Pine Richland is first. And now it changes yet again. It's Kiski first. Pine Richland second. Hampton third. My apologies. So Pine Richland, Hampton, Gateway. And now it is third swimmer in the water. As they get ready to hit 75. Actually, third swimmer in the water now. Still, now it's Kiski first. Pine Richland second. Hampton third. So it's back and forth, Brandon, in the second heat.
Kiski and Pine Richland real close.
Third swimmer in the water. Between Kiski, Pine Richland, and Hampton, they've each had the lead in this second heat.
1/100th of a second between Pine Richland and Kiski.
Pine Richland first, Kiski second. Third is Hampton. Here we're getting ready for swimmer number 4. And heat number 2, that is swimmer 4, and it is Pine Richland first, Kiski second, Hampton third. Sorry for the confusion. Heat number 2 won by Pine Richland. Take me out of my misery. You've got heat 3.
Heat 3 of 4.
I'll do better for heat 5, I promise.
Lane 1, Moon. Lane 2, Butler. Lane 3, Mount Lebanon. Lane 4, North Hills. Lane 5, Seneca Valley. Lane 6, Woodland Hills. Lane 7, Cannon McMillan. Lane 8, Penn Hills. Like I say, I was nervous about the weather today coming down here.
We had dusting.
Freeport had a 2-hour delay.
How much snow did you get?
We got a lot.
What's a lot? 3 inches? 5 inches?
About 1.5 inches.
That's not a lot.
They weren't ready for it.
That's not a lot. I had a dusting at my house. Down here, they had a dusting. We drove in 6, 8 inches of snow that one year to get here 2 years ago.
I remember it.
No other WPIAL event was held, if you remember.
I do.
They canceled the basketball, but they held the swimming.
I know.
We got here. I can't believe I made it.
First 25, Woodland Hills comes in with the lead. After 50, it is Woodland Hills, Cannon McMillan, and Mount Lebanon. 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Cannon McMillan might have taken Woodland Hills taking the lead from Woodland Hills there. We'll wait to see coming out of the first 100 what the scoreboard says. And they did. Cannon McMillan, Woodland Hills, Mount Lebanon, and North Hills. Second swimmer in, and it is actually Mount Lebanon on the far side overtook the lead. They went from 3 to 1 right there. Mount Lebanon at 1, Woodland Hills at 2, Cannon McMillan at 3, North Hills at 4. Mount Lebanon again with a lead and really pulling ahead with that lead. Woodland Hills trying to get back into it, and North Hills trying to stay with Cannon McMillan, or with Mount Lebanon as well. Mount Lebanon 1, North Hills 2, Woodland Hills 3, and Cannon McMillan 4. Third swimmer in, and Mount Lebanon pulling away a full body length at this point. First 25 of the third swimmer. Coming into the 50 of the third swimmer, Mount Lebanon, Woodland Hills, North Hills, Cannon McMillan, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lebanon really extending that lead now. It's Lebanon's race to lose. It's a matter of who goes 2, 3, and 4 for those times and points. Looks like Woodland Hills is really trying to pull up and get that second spot, and they do. Cannon McMillan from Woodland Hills, then North Hills. North Hills has dropped back to 4. Anchor spot in, first 25 done. Half a pull lengths lead for Mount Lebanon at this point. Mount Lebanon's first 50 done already before any swimmer touches up. Then Cannon McMillan, followed by Woodland Hills and North Hills. Cannon McMillan touches second on the 50 turn, followed by Woodland Hills and North Hills. Again, North Hills overtakes Woodland Hills, so they're going to finish third behind Cannon McMillan. And then Woodland Hills will finish fourth. So Mount Lebanon, Cannon McMillan, North Hills, and Woodland Hills. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Heat 4 of 4. Back to Mike Azadian.
Final heats of the final events here for AAA. And stay with us after the break. We will come back and wrap it all up for you. Lane 1 is Franklin Regional. Lane 2 is Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Lane 3 is Upper St. Clair. Lane 4 is North Allegheny. Lane 5 is Peters Township. Lane 6 is Hempfield area. Lane 7 is Penn Trafford. Lane 8 is West Allegheny. Best seated time coming in is North Allegheny, 3:07.76. So at 3:07.76, the WPIAL record is 3:03, so they've got a shot, but it's still, they're going to all have to really do something here today. Again, North Allegheny boys and North Allegheny girls win. Again, they defend their championships. North Allegheny boys, it is the 6th straight. North Allegheny girls, it is the 9th straight. As we get ready for the boys' 400-yard freestyle relay. Swimmers on their marks, and they're in. Nice and loud here. You take your headsets off. Is it extremely loud and impossible to see who touches first, but that might be Hempfield that touched first. We'll find out as they get to 50. Each swimmer up and back 4 times makes 100 yards. 4 swimmers, 100 yards each, that's 400. That's right, that's that math I learned in high school. And first it was Hempfield area was first. I think Hempfield now still may have a slight lead over North Allegheny, but NA closing in. First swimmer done, and leading it is Hempfield first, North Allegheny second, Peters Township third.
4/100ths of a second separate them.
Pittsburgh Central Catholic fourth, Upper St. Clair fifth. Second swimmer in the water. Looks like NA may have overtaken Hempfield. In first place, it is North Allegheny. In second place, it is Hempfield. In third, it is Peters Township. Pittsburgh Central Catholic fourth, fifth Upper St. Clair, sixth Franklin Regional, seventh Penn Trafford, and eighth West Allegheny. Second swimmer almost done. We are halfway done with the last event and the last heat. We'll get a champion. We'll get a WPIAL champion in the individual event. And we will crown North Allegheny boys the AAA champs. Third swimmer in the water. It looks like NA is ahead. NA definitely ahead right now over Hempfield by a little bit.
Somewhat record pace right now.
Third swimmer in the water, halfway done. It is NA first. It is Hempfield second. It is Penn Trafford, Peters Township third, Upper St. Clair fourth, Pittsburgh Central Catholic fifth, Franklin Regional sixth, Penn Trafford seventh, West Allegheny eighth. Third swimmer almost done. NA's lead has increased. Will they set a WPIAL record? Fourth swimmer in the water. Watch out for 3:03.63. I don't know if they're quite there yet. It's close. NA definitely leads. They led by 6 seconds, almost 6.1 seconds seeded time. Fourth swimmer way out in front. At 2:39.44, they're in first. Hempfield still in second. Third is Peters Township. Can NA do it?
No.
They're going to win the boys championship. They're going to win the 400-yard freestyle relay. Can they set a WPIAL record that was set in 2014? Yeah. And they do! 3:03.20. North Allegheny puts a stamp on it. Beating it by 0.4 of a second. The record set in 2014. North Allegheny with a new WPIAL record. That is our fourth record of the day, matching 4 from yesterday, 8 in the AAA meet. Impressive, the North Allegheny Indians have won it. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll give you the final results, the final standings, and we'll wrap it up. The WPIAL Swimming Finals brought to you by Sandcastle, offering the best summer jobs ever. You have been listening to the 2017 Swimming Championships only here on the MSA Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
What you want, what you want.
What you want is to stay warm this winter by logging on to www.msasports.net each and every day. We have all the schedules, the scores, the rankings, and the standings of the high school winter sports, plus weekly shows like Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle, the PIHL Power Play Show, and the WPIAL Roundball Report, along with live and archive broadcasts of whatever your favorite high school sport is. Anytime, anywhere, always there, every day this winter. It's the MSA Sports Network. Looking for a fun and rewarding summer job? Sandcastle provides a great summer job experience. Sandcastle is hiring and looking for people who want to create summer fun for all our guests. Positions are also available in lifeguards, cashiers, food service, guest service, maintenance, and park services. Members of the Sandcastle team receive excellent perks, too, like discounted tickets for family and friends and free admission to other select amusement parks. Are you ready to join our exciting summer team? Visit sandcastlewaterpark.com for more details and to apply today. What am I going to do about this year's promo? What the?
Don, it's me, Sam Hall. All you need to do is say, for the inside scoop and an entertaining update of district boys and girls high school basketball, tune into the WPIAL Roundball Report every Wednesday night at 6, only here on the network.
Well, thanks, Ghost of Co-Host Past.
But you should strongly consider bringing me back. Please, help! The traffic never stops. It's like a Georgia Titus offense. God.
That's the WPIAL Roundball Report every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. on the MSA Sports Network.
Back one final time to Joseph C. Trees Pool on the University of Pittsburgh campus. I'm Mike Gazadi and Brandon Showers alongside the It Is Final. The WPIAL champions from the previous years have moved on and won again. The North Allegheny girls win in impressive fashion their 9th straight WPIAL championship as a team, and the North Allegheny boys win their 6th straight in WPIAL AAA swimming. And before we leave the air, quickly, in girls 100 breaststroke, it was Sydney Davidson finishing as the winner at 103.35 from North Hills. In the boys 100 breaststroke, it was Isaiah K. Gregory at 57.35 from Penn Hills, your WPIAL champion. And the girls 400-yard freestyle relay, Mount Lebanon sets a new WPIAL record at 3:25.76. Mount Lebanon, Catherine Nicholson, Sophia Donati, Emma Graham, and Trinity Ward. Brandon, you've got some more winners.
Boys 100-yard freestyle winner and WPIAL record setter Mason Gonzalez at 44.17. Olivia Livingston, Gateway High School at 49.53. Another WPIAL record setter in the 100-yard girls freestyle. Abby Hay, Peters Township, the girls 500-yard freestyle winner. Tori Berger of North Allegheny, a time of 55.57, the girls 100-yard backstroke. Stephen Hopta of Peters Township, of a time of 50.03, 100-yard backstroke boys. And the North Allegheny boys win the boys 400-yard freestyle relay, setting a new WPIAL record of 3:03.2. I didn't get the hundredths of a second. I know they set it by 4/10 of a second. 3 minutes 3. We'll have it up on the website.
Exactly. All of our results and the article will be up later tonight. I want to encourage everyone to come back to us at 3 o'clock for the boys and girls AA championships. We'll have winners there and the final 5 results. I want to thank everybody here at the University of Pittsburgh. Thank you to the fine folks at the WPIAL. Thank you to Jody Zangrilli-Cook. And thank you to my broadcast partner, Brandon Showers. Brandon, any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Just another fun day down at Joseph Trees Hall Pool. I look forward to this event every single year.
I do too, and congratulations to all the winners, but especially Mason Gonzalez and Olivia Livingston, the two we hope to get on for center stages. Watch for those later today as well. Again, the WPIAL Championships, the finals were brought to you by Sandcastle, offering the best summer jobs ever. And once again, you have been listening to the 2017 WPIAL Swimming Championships only here on the MSA Sports Network.
You've been listening to exclusive coverage of the 2017 WPIAL Swimming Championships at MSASports.net, sponsored by Carlow University, by UPMC Sports Medicine, by First Commonwealth Bank, by Progress, by Sandcastle, and by Management Science Associates. You can follow all the Winter Sports Championship action by logging on every day to www.msasports.net. The preceding has been an exclusive presentation of the Management Science Associates Sports Network.